to you broke bitches. I got money now, all a nigga understand is since that check came in, everybody talking like a nigga.
All right, y'all. Welcome. I got Periscope today, Facebook, and YouTube. Welcome to Kamisha Reviews. Well, I guess StreamYard had an update because that is the only reason why I am able to stream from Facebook, Periscope, and YouTube at the same time. I normally do two, but StreamYard and upgraded. I can even see my hearts. So if you are out there watching on Facebook, if you're out there watching on YouTube and Periscope, Periscope, you throw the little hearts if I know that, but YouTube and Facebook, hit that like button wherever you are so I can see it, because I can actually see it on the screen now. They didn't upgrade it a bit. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. And excuse me. Hold on, y'all. Do not forget to subscribe to all my social media so you don't miss out on anything else that I post. Okay. Now, I watched this movie today and I wanted to talk about it, called Project Power. And it was on Netflix. And I had been waiting for it to come out, and people were speaking about it before it came out, like who made it and everything else and how it looked and all this. You know, I'm a Southern girl from Louisiana and I live in Texas. So when I actually saw that it was obviously based in New Orleans, of course I had to watch it because you know a lot of people that is actually there in Louisiana, were actually extras on the film and etc. And the accent and the beautiful scenery and everything. The movie was fire. Okay, the movie was fire. The movie is about a young girl named Robin, and she actually sells this pill. And this pill, which actually originated from Art, who's played by Jamie Foxx. Okay, he actually is the reason there is this, drug, even though it wasn't like he was trying to do that. So, Robin is selling this drug, and it's even the police officer. I forgot his name, but he would play New Orleans stuff. He ended up being one of her customers. He also looks out for her as well. So, one time he said that the very first scene in the movie, the people trying to steal, they're probably buying dope from Robin, but they try to rob her. Then he was there and he helped her out, and he ended up giving her a motorcycle. It was a birthday. She goes home. You see that she lives in probably, well, I ain't gonna say the Ninth Ward because this is, I don't know if it's pre-Katrina or what, but she goes home and her mother, who is very sick, diabetes, no insurance. So because no insurance, she cannot afford to keep her medicine up and stuff like that. So that's probably why she's out there hustling, most likely. Trying to get medicine for her mom to take care of her mom. It's pretty much her primary thing. She didn't even go to school. Well, she was in school. From what I saw, she just didn't want to do school. Like, she's very smart and talented, but when she was in school, the teacher actually, approached her and he wanted her to do more in the classroom, like get to participate. To me, he kind of put her on the spot, but it is what it is. He said, you don't want to listen, because the whole time she was sitting there texting. She was texting her. Well, she said, check out your cousin. Dude, I'm trying to figure out how is that her cousin, but hey. And that was played by Machine Gun Kelly. Machine Gun Kelly was in there. And he was on that drug. I guess he was hooked on that, whatever that pill was called. It makes it, and whatever power you have, the thing about it, it could be a good or bad thing. You might blow up, or whatever your power is, it's like accentuated. It's just accentuated. It's a 10th power, I guess you say it like that. So Machine Gun Kelly was at the apartment, and Art, played by Jamie Foxx, came by like came by and said someone sent me or whatever. And he said, let me verify that. He did some cool move. He stuck a string through the door and unlocked the door from the outside, got inside, found Machine Gun Kelly, Newt, as they called him, and he didn't look right. He looked really, really messed up, right? And so Newt was tore from the floor up. Jamie Foxx was trying to like, look, tell me what's going on. Tell me what's happening. Who's the source? Where are you getting this pill from? It's a little pill with some gold stuff in the middle. I wouldn't take it because, like I said, you either get your power or you could blow up. Machine Gun Kelly was popping them pills like it was some candy. And that fool completely turned into a just fire, a ball of fire coming up Jamie Foxx. I was like, this is crazy. So Jamie Foxx running for his life, trying to get away, trying to find out what's going on. Then he saw how he reacted when he ran through a house where a lady was, threw some water on him. He was just engulfed in flames. He kind of calmed down. So when he came down, Jamie had a shower of water, dumped him in the shower, and started asking questions like, where's the source? Where are you getting this drug from? He gave him some name, Biggie or something. But he ended up overdosing in the water. He took too many. He had taken too many. And he ended up blowing up. His whole entire body blew up the building. So the building caught on fire. And that's when Robin, the one that's pushing the pills, she saw the fire on TV. Her mom was watching the news. And so he had Newt's phone and was texting Robin. Because he's just trying to get to whoever is the original one. He finally gets to Robin, but he kind of messed up. I mean, he kidnapped her, I guess you could say, threw her in the trunk. And was trying to get answers out of her and wouldn't let her out the trunk until she talked to him. He scared the crap out of her, pretty much. And obviously, she lost her dad, so I felt like the relationship that they started to develop was literally a father-daughter, even though it did start out rough. I don't think he's going to hurt her, but he was trying to scare her to get information. And she just screaming and hollering. It was a blood-curdling scream. It just didn't look too tight. Okay? So, anyway, once she started talking and she was in the truck with him and they were riding and everything else, it seemed like not long after he almost died. He literally almost died. And because her mom was a vet before she got so sick, she took him to the vet because he was dying, and she even said, "Help me, Robin." And she brought, sewed him back up, got on some pills. She was gonna leave. He was like, "Please, please help me." She said for $10,000 or something like that. But the more they started, trying to figure out what's going on, because at the end he had to tell her, "I'm trying to find my kid, man." They literally took her from him because she developed her own whatever, because of the fact, that was his kid. It passed on to her. So she had it, and the government had her for a while and had been sucking her DNA out and using it and making stuff up. But they were trying to make this, instead of the pill being temporarily, you had to take a pill. They were trying to make it where it's a permanent thing, that you are like this all of the time. You take a pill probably one time or whatever it is you do, and you have this power, which is crazy because some people's power was insane. One of the guys' power, there was this big old monster and was bigger than just humans. And I'm just like, in reality, if this was an actual thing, who in the world, you taking a chance on taking it? You don't know what kind of power you will have. There was one cool power though, because there's one dude, because when Jamie Foxx, because the cop was going to arrest him. All right, the cop was going to arrest him and take him to the police station. And Jamie Foxx was telling him, "Look, it's not what's going to happen. Your chief going to text you and going to tell you, take me somewhere else. And they going to kill you." And at first he didn't believe him. At first he did not believe him. I mean, who would believe something like that? But then he did look across the street and saw this truck, like just a big old truck, like it had four different doors, but like if they open a slide door, like 4 or 5 people gonna come out. He was like, "Look, bro, they here to kill you." So once he actually believed that he got the truck, and when they came there looking for him, they found Art instead and took Art in. Art wanted to go in anyway because he knew he's gonna get close to his daughter that way. So the people that had his daughter actually was the one who took him to the ship. So then he went there, and the cop, he went there too, and Robbie was supposed to be a lookout. But when he took that pill before he went in, but before he got there, I'm sorry, when he got in, he tried to get in, and the people at the gate wouldn't let him in. Ended up shooting him. Thought he was dead. Fool got up. Boom, 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 boom. But when they shot him, thing fell out of his ear. Robin came looking for him. And I forgot to say that earlier, and they never really showed him again. I think his name was Calvin Vance. I think he was the chief or something. And in the beginning of the first scene, when the white dude, I'm sorry, I can't think of his character's name on the movie, went inside, somebody was being held for hostage situation. And he was able to come in and come out, and had got shot in the head, was got up and walked away, and I think it was kind of B. Vance, something like that, something. She's married to Angela Bassett, I believe. Courtney B. Vance. Anyway, he told him, "You took that pill today, didn't you?" And talking about, "Give me your badge, give me your gun." I was like, bro. The movie was good, man. Action packed. I recommend to get comfortable because I could not stop watching it. So much action was happening. One of my favorite scenes is when Robbie was in the classroom and the teacher was like, because she was trying to text, Newt thought what was going on. Newt was dead, but she was texting. He was like, you can give me that phone. I'll tell you. First, she said, "What you gonna do to her life?" And her best friend, I guess, on the side saying, she gonna rap, but she never would say anything. And then he said, "Oh, okay, so you're gonna be a rapper." And then he said, "Why don't you go ahead and rap, whatever." And I was just like, bro, it was a teacher talking to her, and she just kept looking. And then all of a sudden, her friends started going boom, 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 or whatever, getting that beat going. And then she started going off. I mean, she was going in, and she was talking about him. It was fire. I was like, it was everything. And then it was a dream. It just saw her sitting there, and then he was like, "I thought not. Either give me your phone." And because he kept on saying, "What I'm saying to you might not be important, but what I'm saying to you is important." He was talking about fetal something. I forgot syndrome. The baby gets the mother drains, and then the child gets what's it, fetal something. I don't know why I can't think of it. I just saw it. But anyhow, he was wrong. But he's a teacher. That's how you run the classroom. And so he said, "Give me the phone to go to the office." And so she walked out the classroom, took the book, threw it in the trash, and left. They ended up being at Church's. I was like, Church's Chicken. That's what it was at. Like I said, this is in New Orleans. Church's Chicken is like, oh my God, I used to eat that crap. Oh my goodness, the gravy and rice the gravy and potatoes are just, ooh, that gravy is so good. So they ended up being there. He was trying to figure out who she is. And that's how he ended up kidnapping her in the first place. So anyway, at the very, they got on the ship. They found her daughter. They ended up saving her. And he had told them he didn't want to take the pill. And there's a reason why. Because when he takes the pill, it's crazy because the pill came from him. So when he took the pill, he killed everybody on the ship. It was a wrap. They ended up leaving. He left Robin a lot of money. It was a happy ending. So like I say, go check out the movie, sit down, get comfortable. It's action packed. It's a really, really good movie. I advise you can watch it with your kids, watch it with your man, watch it by yourself. It's get you some wine or whatever it is. and then just enjoy yourself, because I really enjoy watching this movie, and I like about the movie, there's a lot of black cast in there, whether it was extras or not, and it was good. It wasn't just an atypical story that you see all the time. You know, it was about drug pushing, but about this weird drug. It was just good. I enjoy all the blow ups and the fights, and it was a good movie. You guys go check it out. Thank you guys for checking me out. Anybody on Facebook who is new here, go to YouTube and check me out on Kamish Reviews. On YouTube, if you are new here, go check me out on Facebook, Kamish Reviews. And of course, Periscope, as you guys always do and support me. Y'all come check me out on all my social media. And don't forget to hit that like button on the way out the door for me. And that's all I got for you today.